Good evening and bienvenue, my fond fair Rouge Raiders. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you part 3 of What If Issei was the reincarnation of the Dragonborn. Now, before we get into it, would you care to take it away? Oh yes, viewer discretion is advised. In this series, you will hear a lot about blood, gore, violence, gratuitous violence, and a lot, and I do mean a lot, of different scenarios that may be restricted by age. You are, while not encouraged to watch this, free to do so at your own leisure. And if you choose to do so, note that you are choosing to do so. You are not being forced and you are not being begged to. So, this is all of your own free will. You crazy dastards. I love ya. Anyways, have a blessed evening, and enjoy the rest of the show. Back to you, Roger. Now, back to where we were. When we last left off with, Issei, he and the girls, as well as Kiba, were invited by Sarana to dinner. And, let's just say, Issei gladly accepted. It's his old friend, an old companion, an old ally that he has not seen in forever. So naturally he would decide to go along with her. And as for the girls, the girls wanted to go along to make sure that, a certain vampiric woman didn't try to lay claim to already claimed land. And Kiba went along because he wanted to try and keep the peace, because Kiba is best guy. He is best bro. And he could see that, okay, Issei kinda likes this one, and these girls like Issei, and Issei's being oblivious. Shit's about to hit the fan. I shall help. Because I don't care what people say, Kiba was bro. And now, we open back up with Sarana casting a magic to open a portal. And before you say anything about her not being able to do that usually, she's had plenty of friggin' time and effort and years to learn different magics. Don't care what people say, there's already teleportation in DxD. I guarantee you Sarana would have found it out long before most people. So, boom. No need for talking about it. As she opens up a gateway to it, and they're all brought to, Castle Volkihar. Except, it's a lot more pristine than Issei remembers. Wow. This smell. Home. As he takes a look around and sees a window and, instinctively goes towards it and flings it open, and sees Castle Volkihar is about 100 foot higher than he remembered. Oh, don't worry, been meaning to tell you that. Made some renovations. Renovations? Why is there a building underneath here? I made my own business and decided to, have the castle relocated to the top of it. A nani? It's okay, Issei. Relax. Things change. Huh? Okay, I get you're a vampire, and I get that you had a lot of opportunity to make money, but how could you afford to build all of this? Oh, I could tell you that more over dinner. As I said. Uh, oh, right. What are we having? Oh, your favorite. My favorite. You remembered my favorite? It's been like over, God, it's like a few hundred years. Some things you just don't forget. Especially how you would drone on and on and on about it. Uh, my bad. Don't worry. It was adorable at times. Granted, slightly annoying, but adorable. She says, patting the side of his head tenderly. Is, well, a certain redhead gets a little bit irritated from that. As, while I prepare the meal, why don't you all go get changed? As she snaps her fingers and, well, several butlers and maids come out to escort the gentlemen and ladies to the changing rooms. With, naturally, they gladly accept, as Issei's still covered in a fair bit of blood and gore from the previous fight with Riser. Yes, it was not a clean fight, so to speak, as some of you may recall. Now, as we cut to the conversation between Kiba, Issei, and Dreg. Oh, man. Who would have thought she would have renovated this entire place and turned the basement into a sauna? Huh. Well, to be fair, it's not a bad idea. Wait, you were been here before? Partner, I've killed people all along this castle. You killed people all throughout this castle. Oh yeah, well, mainly vampires, no people, but are you discriminating against vampires? No, there are living beings, but what I mean by that is I didn't kill actual people, I killed undead. Are you discriminating? I killed enemies that happened to be undead. It was kind of a way to compartmentalize them. Considering the amount of people I had killed dead under my belt even before then, yeah, I swear I decreased the population of Skyrim by at least a good 25% just through my own actions alone. So, calm down. What do you mean? There was a lot of bandits. Oh, come on, there couldn't have been that many. 562 was my last count of how many I killed. That's unincluding cultists and werewolves and vampires and everything else that were at one point human or humanoid. Yeah, it wasn't exactly what you would call a easy life, as I said before. Issei, I'm not saying you had it easy. What I'm saying is, you could, I highly doubt, dude, trust me, it was not grand. Nowhere near as grand as stories would tell you. But I am thankful you're still a friend, Kiba. And I'm thankful you haven't let the new power go to your head. Are you kidding me? That's a good way to end up dead. You could say that again, partner. Thanks, Dreg. Anyways. Oh. So you think the girls are on the other side of this thing? More than likely. Nope, not even gonna bother. What? I was thinking about smashing a hole in the wall they're trying to climb over, but I'm either gonna wind up getting lightning bolted or something worse. And to be honest, just feels a little bit weird trying to do that. Really? You didn't hesitate before? Well, that was before I got a couple decades, well, about half. That was before I got my experience back. Uh, Granted, back in Skyrim, you could go to a hot spring and lay around nearly naked, and most people would, and wave at passerbys without anything really happening, but then again, you were always within about 5 foot distance of a sword. So, yeah, it was kind of understandable. Uh-huh. As time progresses onward a bit, we cut over to, well, the girls' conversation. As they're on the other side of this, well, big wall. I don't like it, Rias states, somewhat annoyed. What don't you like, Miss Rias? Asia interjects. I don't like the way this woman just appears out of nowhere and then expects just to take away my pawn. Oh, come now, Rias. I highly doubt she's trying to steal Issei. From what we heard, they were good comrades. And besides, I highly doubt she's stupid enough to try and take away anything of yours without expecting some resistance from the rest of us. Akino, I understand. It's just something doesn't feel right. Yes, I know. But you have to understand, it's been forever since they saw each other, and who knows? Maybe it'll be forever more until she gets to see him again. So, tolerate her for a bit. Okay, Miss Rias? Who knows? She could be a valuable asset later. What do you mean? Well, think about it. You have Issei. She wants Issei. So, if push comes to shove, well, a little bit of sharing is always caring. You aren't suggesting. No. Maybe. Calm down. It's not as if you were going to be able to keep him to yourself anyways. Even the kitten over there wants a little taste of, well, Issei. Shut up. Oh, don't tell me I'm wrong. Shut up. See? We can all get along. And you had to know that someone with the Red Dragon Emperor and now, well, a Dragonborn at top of that. We wouldn't be able to keep all claims to him private. Now, what makes you say that? Well, I mean, you could try and make him into a one-woman man again, but he's already lived that life. Think about it. What makes you think he wants to go through it again? For all we know, he could be plotting to get a whole bunch of women. I mean, he has the power, as we just saw. He took down Riser with ease. For all we know, he could be stronger than even your brother. I don't like the way you're saying that. No, but you like where it's going. Granted, we'd always make sure you were the number one, but, well, things are the way they are, Miss Rias. You might want to, well, at least think about it. Akano, I'm just gonna count this to the steam getting to you. course, I will admit, for a vampire's palace, this is quite relaxing. I know, right? Yes, I didn't expect anything like this to be available to us. Yeah. As we cut from there to them getting, well, new clothes and, well, tidied up. As Issei comes out in a brand new, well, red silk, well, tailored suit. Nice, refined, even slightly dignified. As he goes, I do not feel comfortable in this thing. Oh, come on, man. Kiba interjects, coming out in a blue silken one. What's not to like about it? It's too light. It feels weird. Too light? Yes, light. How is this light? Dude, it's like, I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels weird wearing standard clothes, period. Oh yes, Mr. Issei. The mistress told us to give this to you. What is this? As he, well, is handed a little tiny buckle. Go on, put it on, sir. Alright. As he attaches this, well, silver-lined buckle that wraps around a blue gemstone. As he places it along his belt, he feels a large amount of weight wrap around his skin and his very being as he goes, oh, that feels nice. What was that? Ah, that's what we called a armored buckle. Armored buckle? It's reinforced with alteration magic. Basically, once attached to the being, it will, well, provide them with different tiers of protection. The young mistress, well, she decided it would be best if he was given the second highest grade possible. That being, well, ebony. Ebony? Yes. That buckle right there is equivalent to him wearing an entire suit of ebony armor. At least, well, that's the way it should feel. Oh, no wonder it feels so nice. Nice? Granted, I didn't expect him to be walking around so well. Believe me, I've had to wear quite a bit of armor in my day. Oh, so nice. Feels so proper. The only problem with the buckle is it also makes you feel as if you're carrying it and wearing it, not just wearing it without any effects. It exerts the entire protection around your body. Oh, yes, I greatly approve. Why are you smiling with all that extra weight on? I don't know, it feels more comfortable. No offense, but I kind of got used to wearing armor. So, yeah. Having this type of having this, even a replicant of this type of armor, oh, it feels good. You're weird, man. I know I'm weird, but at the same point in time, me being weird has saved the day on a few different occasions, including not just a few minutes, including not just an hour ago. So I think I deserve to be entitled to being a bit weird. Fair point. Be as weird as you want, man. I ain't gonna judge. Yes, you will, but you'll at least keep quiet about it. And that's the reason I like you, Kiba. Same to you, Issei. Same to you. Let's join the girls, shall we? Yeah, let's join the girls. They say as Issei playfully smacks Kiba in the chest. They walk off. I did not expect that to be possible. What? Most of the higher ranking mercenaries that the mistress hires can't even wear that thing without coughing and wheezing for the first few weeks. He wore it like it was no problem. Well, she did say he was special. Okay, yeah, good point. As whenever they get to the, well, dining hall, quite a large banquet has been prepared. Everything from bottles of wine that have been opened and poured onto nice silvered goblets to racks of boar, venison, and, well, what was that other? Boar, venison, and oh yes, pheasant and rabbit haunches. Well, set up with some fondue and quite a few different types of salads available. As Issei's looking at all this, he goes, damn, usually I had a small little container of the fondue and everything. Like, oh, this is nice. As he gets to the only part of the table that doesn't have wine on it and has a purposely set up large flagon filled with honeyed mead. As he, oh, no way. Yes, I made sure to get you your favorite drink as well. Oh, Nordic mead. I didn't even think this stuff was made properly anymore. I given up hope. How did you? We'll get to that. You're always going to be getting to that. When are we actually going to get to that? Oh, hush. Be patient. You know that's not one of my strong suits. Yes, I know, but you're going to have to be patient just for me then. You know what? You've earned it. You've saved my life on a few different occasions, so you know what? Fine. I'll be patient. As everyone kinda sees this and goes, okay then, as Rias is getting a little bit more irritated, you can kinda even see a little bit of a blood vessel kinda pulsating ever so gently as they finally sit down. Now, after a good solid half hour of eating and seeing Issei scarf down, well, nearly an entire platter worth of venison chops and such, Sarana gets to the main question. So, Issei. Yes? Tell me, do you remember all those businesses you invested in? No. Well, I do. I mean, what about them? Well, that's the point. You see, You invested a great deal into a lot of those businesses. Some of them even more than the original shop was worth. So, by that logic, well, do you see where I'm going? No, not really. You owned quite a few shops in Skyrim. In addition to owning quite a few of them, you unintentionally made a monopoly. Wait, what? What? How? Wait, what? How? Therefore, the unintentional part. You see, my dear Issei, you left those to me. You said in your will, stating, you are a vampire of extreme decadence and, well, kindness. I'm sure you will be able to handle the properties that I own with care outside of, well, the family home. Granted, if that included the businesses you invested in. Oh. 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 I didn't know that, but that does make sense. Yes. Well, here's another funny thing for you. How do I put this? Your very sudden comeback has, well, it's made me feel slightly guilty about running the business without you. I gave them to you. That you shouldn't feel guilty about that. I understand. But, well, while I have brought them up to, well, current standards, and I've had to buy businesses out from under people. Wait, what do you mean? Well, remember, you invested in quite a few businesses. And as time progressed, people died, children took over, they tried to sell. Very hard to keep everything in line, but about 80% of the businesses you invested in, well, I've been able to bring up to current day, and they're actually prospering quite well. Um, I'm sorry, what? You 80%? Oh God. Oh gods, by the 9. Ria states, how is that a problem, Issei? You do not know how many shops I invested in. That's a lot. Oh, come on, it couldn't be that many. Over 50. What? Over 50. How did you invest in so many? Because I was trying to get rid of some gold. And I was trying to buy things and sell things, and I couldn't sell things because the people at the time couldn't buy them. So I'd invest in their shops so they could pay more for my shit. I'm sorry, what? You invested in their shops so they would get more money, so that whenever they got more money, you could sell your stuff to them for more? Yes! To be fair, it wasn't exactly a bad business. In fact, it led to quite a few improvements in, well, neighboring lands as well as trade all around. Granted, some of those businesses had to slow down or speed up, considering the amount of things he made, sold, replicated, enchanted, sold, and everything else of that nature. But, yes, a lot of businesses owe their success to you, investing in them oh so long ago. And, well, considering that I've been in charge of it for a good, what was it? 8.5 centuries? I've been gone for that long. Yes, my dear, you've been gone for quite a while. Okay, damn. And you still remember my favorite dish. Holy crap, that's a long time to remember a favorite dish. Why, how long did you think it was? About, at most, like, maybe 400? Oh, no, 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 no. Far from that. Far from that. After all, it took a long time for the, well, eventual decline of so many of the good people. What do you mean by that? You'll find out soon, but for now, no need to worry about bad details. Okay, I trust you. As you should. Now, on to the good part. I believe a 20% share is in order. 20% share? Oh, yes. Well, considering the sheer fact that I've been making a lot of money based off of your original hard work. However, it's been due to my hard work that things have been, well, kept going and running as smoothly as they have. I believe you're entitled to at least some profits. Oh, that shouldn't be too bad. Alright, yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, Issei, you don't go off signing things without at least reading them first. It's Sarana. She's my oldest, dearest companion. She's been there with me through thick and thin. She wouldn't cheat me. I know this already. I get it, you're paranoid, it happens, you're from royalty. It's okay, but Sarana wouldn't do anything to cheat me. Now, if it makes you feel better, fine. Let me read this. There's a lot of zeros. I'm looking for the decimal point. Oh no, that doesn't come in for a little bit right there. That's right here. Sa 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 6 figures. How do I have 6 figures? And why is it in the 9 range? Huh? Oh, as I said, about 20% of the current profits. Granted, that's a little bit low, but that's what you're going to be getting in standard money. There's also been a checking account set up for you that has more than that. Wait, what? Huh? Wait. Are you saying this is... I can't carry all of this. Relax, Issei. What I mean to say is, that's in your current checking account. Your savings is much higher than that. Well, this just makes everything not even worthwhile anymore. What do you mean? Aren't you happy? I am beyond happy. I am ecstatic, but at the same point in time, most of the challenges in my life are gone. At that much money, I don't need to worry about most anything anymore. I need to go I need to sit down. As he proceeds to sit back down, man open his flagon and begin drinking straight from it. Is he okay? Give him a few minutes. I need more, please. Not a problem. Okay. After his third flagon. Okay. I think I'm good. Okay, that was more surprising than coming across Alduin in the grave. Wait, what? What do you mean in the grave? I mean in heaven. Wait, in heaven? Heaven? Not literal heaven. Akatosh's domain. Wait, what? Let me breathe, damn it. Okay. So you know how I died, right? Yes. Well, when a dragonborn dies, where do you think their soul goes? Well, considering you made so many different deals with different Daedra, I didn't know. Wrong. My soul went straight to, well, Akatosh. You know, the... Well, I don't know if it was... Well, the Dragon King god. You know, the big bad mother effer. The one, Oriel. Right, wait, how'd it go to him? You remember Mirak? Yeah. His went to him as well. It didn't go to Hermaeus Mora. Whenever I saw him die, that blue stream of light that left him, yeah, it went straight up. Straight to the big bad himself. Well, I should say the big good himself. Yeah, like... Oh, sorry about that. Straight up to, well, Oriel himself. The keeper of time, the dragon god, yada 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 yada. Okay, following. How do you know? Met him there. Wait, what? Yeah, when I died, I didn't know where my soul would go, being dead honest with you. You know, werewolf, vampire, whole 9 yards. Yeah, complicated AF. But, here's a big but. I knew a few different things. One of the things I did know was that if I play my cards right, I get to have some fun. What do you mean by have some fun? And what are you talking about? I thought we were talking about your death. Well, I figured, hey, if I'm gonna die and I didn't know where my soul was gonna go, I figured I played my cards right. I was gonna have fun no matter where I went. But then I got pulled up to, well, Akatosh, Parthenax's daddy, the big daddy of Alduin, and I was a dragon. What? Yeah, it turns out that soul of a dragon quite literally meant soul of a goddamn dragon, which meant, I now look and feel like a dragon. It was interesting. I'm not even gonna lie. I was able to fly around and everything. It was awesome. I'm not even lying. It was awesome. Like, just being up there, there were a lot of dragons I killed. I killed a lot of dragons and they were waiting for me. But they weren't hostile. They were actually kind of oddly submissive. What do you mean by that? Well, quite a few of them talked, interjected with me, even respected me. Yeah, it was kind of awesome. Found out the reason why they kept on attacking me too. Why? It was kind of prove themselves, which I could somewhat understand. I purposely went on fights towards them on many occasions, trying to prove myself. But still, yeah, it was quite cool. But you say you came across Alduin there? Well, yeah, he was dead. And dragons go to, well, the dragon's domain of death. Which is actually kind of cool in its own way. Really? Yeah, think of it like a giant wide open space with floating islands. Floating islands? Yeah, where you could sit down, rest, and then take off and fly again through the never-ending skies. It was awesome. The starry nights, the beautiful sunrises, the occasional battles. Battles? Oh yeah, I would interlock claws with so many different other Dova. It was fun. Keeping skills sharp and all that. Learning to fly was a bitch though, but anyways, it was pretty damn cool. And then I found out what was beneath us. Beneath? You know how heaven and hell are kind of well, here are kind of separated by a damn good bit. Yeah? Well, technically the heaven and hell of the dragon world, not so much. There was a hell, and it was on the same plane as the heaven, except it was all the way at the ground. At the ground, at the ground. Like there was an actual ground, many a many mile down. And any dragon that wanted could go down there. They probably shouldn't, but they could go down there. In fact, I met Mirak, I think. You met back up with Mirak? It wasn't intentional, but yeah. What do you mean it wasn't intentional? I got knocked out. You got knocked out? Alduin, me and him had another sparring match. He got lucky on that one and tail smacked me, and I went. To be fair, he had a lot more experience being a dragon than I did, so he got lucky. I kicked his ass later, but he got lucky. He was fun though, I gotta admit. You're calling Alduin fun? Well, yeah, he was kind of like a oddly big brother there. What? I'll tell you more about it later. This is about Mirak right now. Wait, what? As Reyes and the others are kind of going, not even following really at this point, just kind of just shocked in general, like, huh? Meanwhile, Sarana's baffled because she's hearing something she never thought she'd hear. There's apparently a dragon, hell, and heaven, and they're all in the same world. As he goes, okay, so, woke up in the trees down there, came across a familiar looking ugly face, except most the dragons that would be down there, they can't talk. They can't talk, and they're wingless. Kind of like drakes, forced to crawl on the ground and walk without... It was kind of awful. Like, granted, I got used to having wings and such, and it was a pain, but they were so liberating. Meanwhile, those guys, all they could do was look up at us. And unlike us who couldn't see below the clouds, they could see us clearly from there. Envying us. At least I think I saw Mirak, though. What do you mean you think? Yeah, he had a bunch of... It kind of looked like his dragon form was corrupted. I mean, he didn't make a deal with Hermaeus Mora. Granted, mine didn't look too much better, but... What do you mean? Well, let's just put it this way. Considering all the shit I went through, and some of the deals I made, I was a very odd sight. Not even gonna lie, the soul was kinda a little bit weird at first. Took a while, but eventually got cleaned while there, but it was weird at first. Okay. But yeah, that's what my afterlife was like for a long time. And then I got called back and I was like, oh boy, here we go again. So what was this about Alduin being like a big brother? Well, to be fair, he wasn't exactly a bad dragon. He was just doing as he was supposed to do. Eat the world. Granted, he was a pompous ass, but... Can't really blame him. Firstborn son of Akatosh. Had a large duty. He didn't complete it, but at the same point in time, yeah, I can kind of see why he was the way he was. And he kind of mellowed out while he was dead. Not even gonna lie. He was kind of chill by the time we were done. By the time I came back. Really, don't get me wrong, he was still a bit of a pompous ass, but... He was a likable, pompous ass. Not even lying. Uh-huh. Okay, then. I never thought I'd hear you say something like that. Neither would I, but at the same point in time, I died and came back again. So... I don't know what to say about that either. Fair point, fair point. So, would you like to visit your barrow? Wait, my what? And at that, my friends, I will be ending it off there. I hope you all enjoyed, had fun, and please do comment and like and subscribe. Are you happy there, Mr. Algorithm Overlord? I asked him to do the thing I said. You said me to do. What? No. No. You see, I asked him to do the like and comment thing, and to subscribe, Mr. Algorithm. Oh shit. Guys, if you don't hear from me again, it's the algorithm who did it. Bye for now.